The people that are like these people that Something About Chickens made his video have returned. I love how these comments just continue as the year goes on, as each year goes on, as every month happens. Every year something is said. For 2018 is when it started ramping up. I've got them for years, and I've got them since 2016, 2017. So, I mean, really, if you want to say, it's been going on for 9 years. Even longer than that when you bring up freaking pretty much ever since I've been on YouTube or online in general. There's always some type of hate comment, but nothing but just someone getting pissed sitting behind a screen. Probably they're breaking their phone or monitor as they type it or after they type it. I mean, it just shows how emotional that they are when they're doing that, to the point where they're just like embarrassing themselves and pretty much hurting themselves for nothing. It's so weird. Yeah, I mean, the little gamer group's a good example of that. But if you just want to go to 2018, then it would be 7 years. So welcome back to reading hate comments number 4. Now, really, this series is pretty much going to consist of the same people, because this is the only people that care to talk bad, because everybody else loves what I do, and they act like that they're talking bad, and they act like that they don't like what I do, but they support it more than some of my actual fans. So, I mean, they're a fan at that point, and it's something that everybody already knows. But let's go ahead and check out the comment. Pretty straightforward, emotional comment for someone that I cannot accept life. On the last one, I was just talking about completely roasting and going in with some facts, and then the comment on that video is from a fake account. Probably has a video on it, so I'm going to double check and see. Because every once in a while, a video is made on our main account. It was made specifically to go against the platform. Yeah, the same exact day as yesterday. That's crazy. And YouTube's like, spamming the platform. No, that's fine. These two people can do whatever they want. When it comes to anybody else, they can't break the rules of the platform. These guys, they can do it. That's fine. They're allowed to do whatever they want, because we feel bad for them. They have these medical conditions. They have these, they're disabled. They have these things, and they're allowed to get away with these things because they have these things that other people don't have. And we feel bad, so we're gonna just let them do whatever the heck they want. Screw the law. Screw freaking everything else besides that. They're free will. They can break any law they want, whether it's on our rules and regulations and our terms of service or community guidelines. They can break that, and especially when it comes to real life law, they can do that too, and that's completely fine with us. We don't care how much money we have or what we do or our integrity or anything like that, or all the credit we're about to lose. We're fine with it. We don't care if we look unintelligent. And, the difference between me and Joshua is Joshua's running his business to everybody, that he puts his videos up on publicly for all them to see. He runs his business like freaking everywhere. And he makes like fake things in the comments. There's one time, it was last year, and it was a video of him proposing to this female or something. So I don't know what kind of staged event or how much money he spent on her for that video. To set that up, and because it's obviously staged. No female will do that, but also it's just staged. So I look in the comments, and for whatever reason, someone was saying, "Oh, this girl cheated on him," and this, that. Of course, I saw Tandon in the comments too, of him hitting a clip, because it's just another person that doesn't know anything about the knowledge of hitting clips, or especially the standard nowadays. And if he cared about Call of Duty enough, he would do the research to know that the standard of the clip he hit was years ago, of when, like, and before that game's release that he hit the clip on. I think it was Modern Warfare Double I or Triple I don't know. He was using a frickin' sniper in the Rust spawn. I've talked about this clip many times because it's sad, it's disappointing, and it's disrespectful to all the people that actually do grind and actually do care, for someone to say that they care and for someone to say that they have been doing this and having blood, sweat, and tears when they didn't even know about this, the thing existing, and the whole thing of it existing without me. And without me, there would be no Joshua on YouTube. So, I mean, everybody knows that, though. And he admitted himself in DMs, so I don't know. The kid's delusional. And it really comes down to just two randoms. The rest of the gamer group really just stay back because they know they can't keep up. While, as you know, these two obviously can't keep up still. They just try harder for whatever reason. And one I knew in real life, so I know this is not how he actually is in real life. He's not like this, but he did have, you know... he started hanging around someone as a friend, so maybe he thinks that, you know, he listens to hip-hop and rap now, so he thinks that he's super hard now, and he doesn't even listen to that. He listens to, like, YouTube freaking musician type music, like Nate Wants to Battle, not actual music, just people on YouTube, and like Panic at the Disco and stuff. And I mean, like, everything's subjective here, because I like Panic at the Disco, and I like them. But when we're talking about, like, oh, it's raining right now, that's cool. When we're talking about, like, this whole thing, when you try to act a certain way, a certain type of personality that you choose to start doing as soon as the cameras start rolling, and just this specific type of thing that you go to when you make content on YouTube, quote unquote, and you act like you've done everything and anything to get to the spot that you're at, as if it wasn't handed to you, as if you didn't buy those bots for your account, Joshua, as if you didn't ask everybody at your school to subscribe to you, as if frickin' you didn't put in all the money to put your videos on advertisements, as if you didn't put the money to buy those bots, as if you didn't put the money in this, that. I didn't put a single penny in all of my stuff, and I still have built myself from the ground up multiple times. Say what you want about several YouTube channels, you add all of them up, they're more real subscribers than you can ever count. You take out my fake subscribers, which is about, like I said, 30 or whatever, and Agent Orange has that now, so, like, you know, obviously you know what he's going to do with those 30 subscribers. He's going to subscribe to me and himself, and when he gets mad, he's going to unsubscribe from me. And see, so far, what I have brought up is called facts, and maybe I did a little bit of research to get those facts, but no matter what, even without any research, I was around Joshua before a lot of people, so, I mean, you can really just say whatever, and it'd probably be true. So it really just comes down to, like, at this point, like, let's just do a battle, competition or something. We can't do gaming, can't do Call of Duty, I already beat you for years, so let's get right to the battles, you know. Let's just get to the freaking music side of things. Still waiting on that. My music's so bad, but no one wants to challenge me, so it's like, do it for the art form. Do it for the love of the music. If you like hip-hop, and you saying that, then that's just that's like supporting a gladiator that didn't even go to battle. Like, that don't work. That's like saying someone won when they didn't even step into the battlefield. Like, did I need to go on some more? Come on now, y'all are in college. If you want to talk about some facts, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the conversation. Let's have a conversation. But if you know you can't keep up, don't hit my DM. Don't text me. Don't go in my comments. If you know yourself that you cannot keep up with me, and if you know yourself that you are not ready to have a conversation, if you are not ready to pull up all the facts, to pull up proof evidence, documentation, paperwork, screenshot, screen recording, you name it. If you cannot pull that up in that conversation, then there is no conversation that will happen. Because that's what it's all about. That's what all the comments are about. You commented all the time. All this stuff to say, but, you know, There's no meaning or purpose or goal. I'm everyone's homie. I'm everyone's best friend. So if you don't like me, then there's something wrong with you. That's just the truth. You can ask anybody. Everybody loves me. I don't gotta say it. The people already say it. I'm just saying what they say too. Talking about the court of public opinion. Talking about everything. If you don't have a valid reason not to like me, then why are you still trying to bring up those points that you think are points? Why are you trying to argue over something that only you care about? The repeated cycle will go on and on. And it's just gonna be you going insane, driving yourself insane. You could be worried about yourself. You could be accomplishing things. Now you must have been born with no goals or stuff that you like doing to the point where you're coming at me. Because for what? You coming at me because you don't like me? And for someone that you don't even know, you don't like, you don't even get to know. Weird. So it's like every comment that comes up, you could say something, but if you're not showing the reason why what you're saying is true, then it ain't true. In your mind, in your head, it probably is true. But to everybody else, and to myself, the court of a public opinion, what does everybody say? What do I say? It ain't true. Because you're not showing nothing. Especially if you have to make a fake account to keep saying all this stuff as if, you know, it matters that much to just you. It's weird. Like, you don't have enough games that you like playing. You don't have, like, anything you want to go for, like, nothing. I mean, if we're being completely realistic, you might as well just give up now, because you know you can't win something that isn't something to win. You can't win nothing. If you're going for something and the only thing you're getting out of it is another loss, why are you continuing to rack up losses for? Because, I mean, when everybody looks at you, they're not going to look at you for, like, some type of source. They're not going to look at you as anything except someone who's just going to be emotional over nothing. You're not going to look like a man anymore. You lost all that masculinity the very second you started getting mad over video games. And they're not even hard to play. Everybody's different. If you suck, just admit that you're not good at the game. You know, and it's just what it is. Doesn't matter if you're good or not. Like, just play a different game. Something else in Call of Duty. Lacking skills, talent, and ability is one thing. But it's another thing to think that Pokemon shiny hunting takes up so much time. You're sitting there resetting the game over and over again. That's all you're doing when you're shiny hunting. No, I didn't watch his stream to even know that, or watch any of those people's stuff or what they doing. You're just resetting the game. That's all you're doing. Freaking Crazy Craft or freaking Minecraft, all you're doing is beating the game normally. If your content is not good enough for you to keep coming back and getting mad at me because of the stuff that one person comes up with, groups and groups of gamers can't come up with the stuff that I do and not do the stuff that I do. And that's fine. That's whatever. I don't see everybody I'm subscribed to or not subscribed to, and I just look at them and get mad and stay in their comments for days, obsessively stalking. I don't have time for that. Joshua moved across the United States because I told him to hit clips. He started crying, making excuse, crying to his mom, crying to this person, blaming me for this, guilt tripping me for this, and doing this and this, that. And in the video that he eventually drove himself insane to make, for 26 minutes he just said stuff. He didn't show anything but him texting the overweight one, and that's the reason why he's even doing this more than ever, is because this is his life, is to get mad at the person who gave him this life, his dad that gave him this life and opened the door to YouTube. I've already explained all of this. I feel bad for his wife, who's getting sad every time they play a game, because she knows what it's gonna be. Ever since Joshua's met the overweight freaking fly, the overweight flea, ever since they started playing together, she just has to leave the room, because she knows where Joshua's true love is, and he's found it. Besides whatever else is causing inner turmoil, I mean, just because your life's going bad, or your life's going wrong, or something's going bad, it is not my job to hold your hand. It is not my job to be your father. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't care what y'all got going on unless y'all a friend. That's why y'all acquaintances. Because you're just people that I met, and that's that. And then y'all got extremely emotional when I called you acquaintances. Where you're trying to call me this, that in my comments. It's like, and even in JJ Orange's comments, you commenting on his videos because he has no other choice but to agree. Because that's where his benefits come from. That's where he gets stuff out of. Because if he doesn't agree, he wouldn't be getting extra things from that whole thing. Y'all act like I don't know what I'm talking about, and it's pretty hilarious. Each and every one of you in the little gamer group sounds smart to dumb people. No wonder y'all have fans. For someone that's so delusional, let's not forget the fact that I put Joshua on the platform, so I guess that's delusional. Just because I get gamers emotional, I'm apparently delusional. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Because they can't handle living life as an adult. Now that their parents don't do anything for them anymore, it's so hard. Well, that's what I would say for Joshua, but he needs his parents to continue. And I don't really care if YouTube doesn't do anything about it. I can report a freaking comment, and they'll be like, yeah, well, we'll let the people higher-ups know, the higher-ups know. We'll let them know and all that. We'll let the people know that work at YouTube or Google, whatever, multi-billion-dollar company that can't solve a little issue. Yeah, we'll let them know. But if you feel like you're in danger, contact the police. It's like, as soon as, like, recently negative being more normal than it's ever been, and then now marijuana getting legalized, this is to be expected, a type of behavior to be expected. When people are just too lazy to get things done, they just send in other people, and for YouTube's case, they send in bots. So, awesome. Multi-billion-dollar company cannot hire people to do one job. And it's funny how much zombies the kid plays and goes for high rounds and still loses a 1v1. He went for high rounds more than I have. So that should put that into perspective, how much I'm better than frickin' Snivy. Whatever his name is. I don't know. Ivy. Whatever. The overweight one. He can last high rounds, but can't even win against one person. Especially without inviting people. Like, that dude for sure is bad. Let's see. Maybe because he chose the wrong person to mess with. Only the people that I 1v1 would know that, though. They all lose. Going back to shiny Pokemon hunting, that requires one thing to do, and that's reset the game and move around. 2 things. You're not even using any brain power for that. It's just that. That's the IQ right there. And going back to that and shiny Pokemon hunting because you lack skill, so you rely on luck. Get outplayed, hobo. It goes back to one of the easiest games ever made, Pokemon. He lost a 1v1 in Black Ops 3 and goes to play Roblox, Pokemon, all these games that just require nothing. It's like, okay, but you're better than me, right? You're freaking, you're smarter and all that, all this stuff, but no likes on Twitter or X, which, if this is a dead app, which is oversaid, but, you know, by people that aren't smart enough to really tell themselves that the truth. They just say that YouTube's a dead application just because it's the one that popularized all this stuff. This is what I grew up on. But if they still tweet multiple times a freaking day on X or Twitter and not get a single like unless it's freaking Joshua liking freaking the overweight one's post or vice versa, and that's all it really is. For someone that says I get no views or none of this or that, y'all don't even get any likes on your tweets when you have thousands, hundreds of followers. And I don't even use Twitter, and I at least get 4 likes every tweet. That's just one social media thing, though. We're not talking about the, like, fake followers. We're not even bringing up any of that. Which, that is a kind of an issue in X/Twitter. Elon Musk needs to get rid of the, like, sex bots and stuff. But that's a topic for a video that I probably won't make because I don't use X like that. I don't use social media even like that. I'm not on it terminally online. I'm not, you know, into that brain rot stuff. But if you're looking for people that are like that, just go to the Little Gamer Group and Joshua, because that's where you would find the perfect example and definition of that.